Hi guys, it's Xanderfaulk here and welcome to a new DVD update. I've never really done them before, but today I've got a fantastic selection of DVDs, so let's get into them. Now the first one I got is the comedy drama Swingers. It's directed by the guy that did Mr. and Mrs. Smith, A Bourne Identity, starring Vince Vaughn and Jon Favreau, who also co-wrote it and co-produced it. I've heard it's a very dark and dry comedy about people that after a brother's relationship problem or something, I have no flipping clue, but practically they end up going around and try to hook up with girls, and I've heard it's hilarious, and if you're a fan of dry humour, for me to actually watch it. I was recommended this by a friend and it was cheap, so I picked it up, and at the end of the day, if it isn't really that good, then the only thing I'll be swinging is this through the window. Now before I get into the rest of them, I will say, and I will tell you, that I am a Saw fan. I have got some of them. I've got Saw 1 to 4, but in all honesty I have not got the special edition of Saw 1, and I want to get 5 and 6 at least, because, you know, with 7, you know, it's blasphemous. But anyway, I went into a pre-owned shop and I found not only the special edition of Saw, which is the uncut with bonus features, and if you're a fan of bonus features and you're a fan of Saw, you're definitely going to enjoy this. It's a 2-disc with a huge array of special features, yes. And by the way, Saw is a really good film. If you're a fan of horror, if you're a fan of torture porn as well, you'll definitely enjoy this. It's still a very good film. Not only that, but I even managed to pick up Saw 5 and Saw 6. I've been looking for these for ages and they're always too expensive, and I literally see the special edition of Saw and the other two that I desperately want. Saw 5 is a pretty good sequel. For me, I think it's a little weak compared to the others, and I mean, well, for Saw 6, if you guys don't know, this is probably one of the best ones. It's just so good. It sets up for like the best sequel ever, and then we get Saw 7 in 3D. I mean, seriously, it was so hard to follow. I think that's what makes Saw 3D worse. I mean, you've got probably one of the best Saw films, and then you follow it with the worst. I mean, that's just awful. And the next one I've got is Freddy vs. Jason, the last actual saga in both the Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street sagas. It pits Freddy versus Jason. If that doesn't intrigue you, then this is not for you. And trust me, if you're a fan of both of these franchises, or even any of them, there's something in it for you. The reason this is good is because it gave what people wanted. It's a great set of action sequences, great story, great actors, and they just put a lot more effort in, and thankfully they didn't rush it. It was supposed to come out in the late 80s and 90s. Nope, instead of that, they saved their time, and they released it when they were ready to, and then when they were ready to make it, and it's really good. If you're a fan of either of the franchises, you will definitely find something enjoyable from Freddy vs. Jason. It's a really good film, and it's pretty freaking awesome to see Freddy and Jason engage in hand-to-hand combat. Hand-to-hand combat. This has got a slew of special features. You will literally be wet if you're a fan of special features. And finally, the last in the DVD update is the director's cut of Daredevil. Now you may be thinking, why have you got Daredevil? It's one of the worst Marvel superhero films since The Hulk. Maybe you would say that if you were watching the theatrical cut, and I will admit it is quite a bad theatrical cut. I mean, I don't want to touch the theatrical cut ever again. Is it as bad as Hulk, even the theatrical cut? No. The Daredevil director's cut is an extra half an hour. I mean, that's very long for a director's cut. I mean, the longest I've ever seen was the Watchmen's 22-minute director's cut. This is a full 30 minutes, which pretty much just adds it adds more violence, adds more extended character scenes of everyone that didn't get enough screen time. Pretty much it expands on the whole origin story and takes a whole subplot and how the character Daredevil deals with it. And the only reason it didn't do well was because they took out so freaking much and turned it into a PG-13 friendly piece of crap. There's one thing I want to talk about before I go. This came with a sticker. Now, I'm going to say this. Andrew from Media World wants me to keep this sticker. He likes his stickers on his that represent the DVD. That's fine when you have a badass sticker like on the Tortured box set, or on some other ones, maybe like a Saw film. But this? Do I really need that? 30 minutes of new footage with a brand new character, 5.1 DTS audio? Andrew threatened my life if I took this off. But guess what? Andrew from Media World isn't here, is he, folks?
Have you seriously got nothing better to do?
Andrew, you're about to witness the most devastating thing on the planet. See? It's coming off! I took the sticker off. Oh well, and the reason why I don't care whether you come and kill me, Andrew, for taking a sticker off. because I'm ready. Thank you guys for watching this quick DVD update. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you find it funny. I hope you subscribe, rate and comment. But for now, this is Xanderfaulk saying...